Smartphone specialty lenses. Well, let's get going and take a look at some specialty lenses now for the smartphone. I hope you enjoyed the information in Course 1 that Mark Sullivan shared about the options for adding very fine quality wide-angle, telephoto, and macro lenses to your cell phone to expand the capabilities for normal photography. In this lesson, we'll take a look at some of the many possibilities that we have for extending our photography into the realm of what some would call a wild and crazy realm with these smartphones. I know that there are many options available for altering your smartphone pictures after they're made through apps that apply various effects. We'll be covering a number of those after effects in future lessons. What we're going to look at in this short segment is a few devices you might consider using to add some unusual effects to your phone photography right at the moment of exposure. The first option we'll look at is Lensbaby's Creative Mobile Kit. With a plastic clamp that attaches quickly and easily to the phone, and lenses that are held securely in place by magnets, and a nice little kickstand to support the phone. I found that the best camera in any circumstance is the one you have with you, and I'll have to admit that there are a few times when the only camera I've got is my phone. However, when I've got this kit with me, I've got something that's really interesting. The lenses attach by simply sliding them into a slot on the square mount, and they stick solidly due to the integrated magnets. The kickstand setup provides support for selfies or to stabilize the camera in low light situations when you want to avoid blur that might result from camera movement. In this photograph of the giant sign above Spartan Stadium at Michigan State University, where our American football games are played, as distinct from what we call soccer, and some of you may call football, the picture was made with my smartphone, simply raising the camera, composing, and touching the shutter release. Here you can see the effects of the sweet spot Lensbaby lens, creating focus in the center with a distinct blurred effect surrounding it to fade the scene to a dreamy atmosphere at the edges. Switching to the reflective circle lens, I was able to create an image circled by what appear to be a kaleidoscope of reflections and completely transform the scene into a multi-image that bears no relation to the original landscape whatsoever. Turning my smartphone camera from vertical or portrait to horizontal, also known as landscape framing, I got a different balance of visual elements, and one that I really like. There are a number of other options to consider, and one handy item is the Holga iPhone Lens Filter Kit. Available for a number of different smartphones, the kit gives you 9 different filters to apply to any situation that calls for something a little different. The filter turret looks like an old-school rotary telephone dial, and it's just as easy to turn. You simply snap it over the phone like a case, and you're ready to spin and shoot. Among the 9 different possibilities are dual, triple, and even quadruple image lenses, producing a pattern of either 2, 3, or 4 identical images like this one. In addition, there's a range of color filters, a close-up lens, and even a red filter with a clear heart-shaped center for all you romantics out there. Well, do-it-yourself options are plentiful, and it can be really satisfying to not only do it yourself, but do it in a smartphone. Here's a photograph I made with my smartphone, intentionally underexposing to make the picture darker and emphasize the shape and sparkles of the glass. This photograph was made moments later, after I placed a simple piece of wax paper, which is commonly available item in most American kitchens. If you don't have wax paper, you can use any number of other things that are translucent, like sheets of plastic, for example. Here's the hole, about the size of the tip of a sharp pencil, that I made in that wax paper with my index finger on the left so you can get a sense of the scale. My next do-it-yourself favorite is to shoot through the bottom of a glass. Whether it's a shot glass or a pint mug, there are interesting effects to be had. This picture shows the small Capodimonte ceramic piece from Italy and the glass vessel that I'm going to photograph it through. Here's the straight photograph from above that piece of intricate Capodimonte ceramic. And here's the photograph through the bottom of that small glass jar. Quite a difference, huh? And so simple and easy to create. All of these lens options can give you images that don't require any post-processing in apps or computer software. There are many times, in fact for me it's most times, that a photographer wants to just shoot and be satisfied with the outcome straight from the camera. Whatever choices you make creatively in regard to your smartphone lens, you can be sure that there will be an accessory lens or filter to add to your camera bag or your pocket to alter the image beyond the normal.